Hey Crushers, Young here, and I'm bringing you a new Crush Them All video. Today's video is going to be on Guild Boss Event Survival. Before we get started though, as always, if you have any questions or comments after watching this video, I would encourage you to leave them in the comment section below, or reach out to me through the official Discord, which you can reach through the settings of the game, located here under the community section. I would also ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. That way you can catch all my videos when they come out, and stay up to date on all the latest Crush Them All news and information. Now, I would like to start with just a simple overview regarding survival, because at higher levels, surviving against guild bosses can become challenging. There are some tools that you can use to survive, namely crushers, support heroes, artifacts, event artifacts, ×2 and ×3 speed, and finally your library orb distribution. We'll discuss all of these subjects in regards to survival. What we're going to start with is, let's start by stripping down which crushers will help you survive. Atlantis serves best star for star against the Mad King. Furiosa survives best against the Undead Samurai, Gunlord, and Astrolab guild bosses. And Groovine survives best star for star against Frostwing. Ultimately meaning that in terms of pure survival, then you'd only need these three crushers and you'd want them as highly starred as possible. One Eye and Sorrow are the main damage dealers for their respective events, however, they do not survive as well as Furiosa does ultimately. If you need help with choosing runes for these heroes, you should check out my video on best rune choices for Crusher heroes, which I'll drop a link for in the description below this video. Now we will take a look at support heroes. Support heroes, or more specifically Bubble Shield heroes, which are Merlinus, Zac, Goddess, and Green Fairy. So, Merlinus, and then the Fire hero Zac, the Water hero Goddess, and the Earth hero Green Fairy. Take note that she is epic rarity, and thus it's harder to get medals for her. Bubble Shield heroes should be the core of your survival team, and then you use other supports as you have them. A hero's Bubble Shield is scaled based off of their HP pool, so Awakened Stars do offer a multiplicative approach to increasing that base shield amount, increasing effectiveness, and overall survivability. Ideally, you would activate the first Bubble Shield when the Survival Crusher for that event is about to be hit with the first damaging attack as indicated by the boss's animation. For example, with Frostwing, and I will show you that right now, when you come into the battle, you're going to want to take note of Frostwing's animation. Now Frostwing, I will not activate my Bubble Shield until he goes to do his first tail attack, after Groovine gets up there. And the reason for that is because his breath attack will not hit Groovine. Activating the next one when my current Bubble Shield is about to expire keeps things pretty simple, but ultimately at this point this battle is done and I only had to survive those 2 hits from Frostwing. See? Now, activating the next one when the current one is about to expire can keep things simple. However, bubbles can be stacked, so don't hesitate to stack 2 together when necessary. This is a part of the game that will require testing to determine what is necessary for you to survive. I would recommend erring on the side of caution. Next, in terms of survival, we'll be taking a look at artifacts. And artifacts are the next thing for us to bring to the table here. The artifacts that you have do impact survival tremendously, and as mentioned, priorities should be fire, water, and earth artifacts that offer HP and, to a lesser extent, defense for your survival crushers. However, you will still want sets like Gold Griffin and Midas for their global hero HP buffs. The Gold Griffin cape specifically in this set offers a good global HP buff as well. And then there are specific sets, such as the Golem set, which offers added survivability by introducing dodge chance. Same with the Gaia set. So if you're going for pure survival and never for damage, you're just wanting to turtle or tank as much as you possibly can, then you'll want to include these sets in your artifact collection for their added survival capabilities. And this lets us transition cleanly into event artifacts. Now, when it comes to event artifacts, you'll want to give added focus to your soul boots, which are these right here, to boost your HP. King Rewards 2, which is this one right here. This gives fire and HP boost, and likewise, the Frosty Dragon gives your water heroes an HP boost. But what's really important for event artifacts is going to be the removal of Flip-Flop of Speed, Cloak of Speed, and King's Gloves. This is for survival. Now, it only costs 10 flues to get a 100% refund of all invested materials, so don't worry about the cost involved and just remove these as needed. This would be an excellent time to also talk about the ×2 and ×3 game speeds. It should go without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Make sure you have this turned off. Turn off your ×2 or ×3 speed. It makes survival much harder, and the objective is to survive 45 seconds when doing your guild event boss fights. On the same tangent, you're going to want to take a look at your player library and adjust your orb distribution for survival. You can reset your player library for 30 flues, and the cost resets back to the 30 flues base amount once per day at the daily reset. You want no green orbs spent in game speed, as this speeds things up and again makes it harder to survive the 45 seconds necessary. And next, finally, you need to take time to learn your enemies you're trying to survive against. Watch their attack patterns. Count the wing flaps between Frostwing's attacks. Learn that there is 3 full flaps. Watch for the 3 shrugs of the Gunlord, or the 2 blinks from Astrolab. Take note of the fact that the Mad King takes 3 steps back before attacking, or that the Undead Samurai crouches 3 times before he attacks. Learn when to activate your shields to make the most of your 45 seconds. You'll also want to use the shield that is the same type as the boss that you're fighting, as it gives a higher level of protection against its own element. For example, Goddess's Bubble Shield will offer more protection star for star against Frostwing than any of the other Bubble heroes. With practice, you'll find that you're able to do better surviving in guild raid events. It's also worth noting that there are a few other heroes which are really great due to their 4-star abilities against certain bosses. Spark is a must for debuffing the fire attack of the Mad King, but he's not much help for some of the other bosses. One hero which is going to help you no matter what is going to be Dark Hunter. His 4-star ability debuffs enemy attack, and every subsequent star will increase that effect by an additional 50%. You can farm his medals from the arena shop, which is what I recommend doing. Farm his medals as much as you possibly can from here, and get him leveled up as quickly as possible. You can also use him as a PvP hero, and I cover him as a PvP hero in some of my other videos, but due to his added survivability that he gives you for guild events, it makes him a life save in this regard. So make sure you focus on him, and make sure you focus on your crushers, specifically the ones that you're needing to help you survive better. The only other hero worth noting in terms of survival, just offhand, is going to be Thorn, who his 4-star ability debuffs the Undead Samurai. So those are going to be your attack debuffing heroes, which will make survival easier. And a couple of the other heroes worth noting just for survival, not Necromancer. Vlad, there you are. Vlad debuffs enemy attack speed, as does Kasume. Right, she's in my staging team. She also debuffs enemy attack speed. So those are the heroes that are going to help you the most when it comes to survival in guild events. Now, that's all I have for today's video. I'd like to take a moment to thank Pookie, Monkey, Ashen, Misia, and Wargasm, who all contributed to today's video, and I appreciate the continued support of all of you watching. Thank you.